Now, mind you, this market is here to feed your greed regardless. The market is always here to feed your greed. So what it does is, take for instance, a chicken, you want to catch a chicken. You give that chicken what it wants and attract it. So the market is here to attract you, it gives you little profit or gives you a lot of profit. And you come close, you're beaking it, gives you more, you're coming close, you're beaking, it's giving you more, it's giving you more. Now, mind you, you are in this territory, you've already entered this own trap. Now you don't know when to leave. You're already blinded by the things the market has given you. Now it is there to feed your greed, like I said, right? It is there to feed your greed. And now you've seen several signs of reversal. You've seen several signs that this thing is not going to work the way I want. But then, in most cases, we find ourselves adding more positions in losing positions, add extra positions to a losing trade rather. For instance, you've seen that, okay, at this point now, you're losing and you're like, let me add more positions so that by the time it gets to this point, I will close. Now you've started adding positions, adding positions, adding positions. It has gone to this point. Now, you know you are supposed to close at this point because you have already had that thing that this trade is not going to go my way. But because you've seen blues, you now forget that you had a plan. Now, that's where the lack of discipline is still coming in and playing. You had a plan, which is close at this point because this market might not pull through, but you don't want to be left out. You're there. And now the market gets to this point and whipsaw and takes you out and you start shouting and you start saying Forex is a scam or this trading thing is not for you and blah, 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 blah. All right. So it's not about how many. Can you guys hear me, please? Can you hear me? Or is it my connection? Okay, perfect. Okay. So it's not about when you're trading, is it Friday or no? That can be a factor, but it's not the major factor as to why most people tend to lose money that they make. And now your emotions are not on check. They're not in check at all. So when you now, I'm coming, okay? A lot of people are saying, a few people are saying they're finding it difficult to join. I don't know why. I really don't know why. I really don't know why. I really don't know why. Sorry, please. Okay. I don't know why they are finding it difficult to join, but I don't know why, but sorry. Okay, okay, okay. I'm coming, please. Just okay. People are complaining that they're finding it difficult to join. I don't know why, but let's see how it goes. So, like I was saying, knowing when to exit. Now, the market is here to feed your greed, and now once that greed has been fed, you get blinded and you start acting less, or you start deviating from your plan, your trading plan, and you start acting in the way the market wants you to act and react. So I'd say it's discipline. It's discipline, pure psychology that is actually the problem, not the days you're trading, not Monday, not Friday, not majorly all those things. It's not Friday, it's not Wednesday. And now also another reason could be uh not knowing when to close or leave. And now, mind you, it's Friday. There are times when we have less liquidity in the markets, right? There are times when the market starts to do different things, goes up, consolidates, comes down, goes up, consolidate, comes down, just like that, like that. And in all these phases, or in all of all these phases, Our emotions are just being tried. Or play, the market is just there playing with our emotions, and you're like, do I add more position? Do I sell? Now you're in a state of confusion. You don't know what to do. And most times you get to add more positions. Now you see most new traders, they are buying and selling at the same time. You see it at this point, you place a sell, the market is going up, or you place a sell at this point, it goes up, you place a buy, you're buying and selling. Now you're buying, you're selling, you're buying, you're selling at the same time. And most times you just tend to see things like this. Market takes you out, comes back up, takes you out, and you start crying, right? Discipline, actually, discipline. I've seen that this trade is just playing around. You guys can see what it's doing already. It's just playing. And do I want to be on this live session and also be looking at my chart and messing with my psychology or my... No, I don't. I had to close this trade at break even. Now you see what the market is just doing, playing around, playing around, playing around, trying to build up liquidity. Discipline has told me, Echo, take the little profits you've made and leave. Now the greed in me is telling me, Echo, you can make more. You made profits from this point to this point. So why don't you open more position? That was what happened to me, literally. Like, this is real life scenario, yeah? I could take your profit at this point. I took my profit and I'm like, no, this market supposed to move up. Now, this market is not my father's market. It's not any member of my family's market. But then why do I want to get that? Why do I want to get greedy and not leave with the little profits I've made? We're in this market to actually make profits, regardless of how much profit we're making, but you're making profit regardless. And now I said, okay, let me enter more position. I entered from here. I saw that it started coming down. I said, no, it's not going to work out like that. I decided to close it when it got to this point, and you can see it's just playing around now. I am not looking at this chart. Like, my emotions are intact, they're on check. Everything in check, perfect, right? So this thing now, what this thing has done to me is it has saved me the stress. It has also helped me to also secure my profit. That even if this market goes down, I don't care because I've closed the week in profit. I am my VIP members, right? So I guess I've touched too much on that aspect of losing profit, making money and losing it back to the market. Discipline, lack of discipline is what I would say in that regard. So if anybody else has another question, we can shoot, we can shoot. If you have another question, you can shoot. If you have another question, we can shoot. If you have another question, we can shoot. Right? So in regards to no question, I want to emphasize, I want to make this video, just use this opportunity to make this video of break of structure and change of character. I always like to chip it in most of my videos, but I guess I should just take this advantage and just discuss properly about it or talk more on it, right? So now, what is break of structure and what is change of character? Now, simple definition, right? Change of character or break of structure, right? Let's do it like this. Structure, right? So we would say break of structure and change of character. Right? So so Because structure is simply the process of forming a higher high on uptrend without 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 first creating a creating a lower low, right? Lower low. Vice versa. Let's say vice versa. So, oh my God, sorry. EcoStructure is simply the yeah, because let me increase it a little bit so we'll see it clearly, Abby. Okay, so call this, if this is break of structure is simply the forming, the process of forming. I'm trying to get this other one, change of character. So I'll just treat everything at once. All right. So let me so as the name implies, right? Change of character is the change or is the change, the nature is the change in the nature of the movement right? Of the market. I just want to make this, sorry, okay. From bullish, like I always say, to bearish. Right? So let's see. Okay. So I would say, so for the for the change of character, let's just say we have something like this. we have okay, we have a high. Can you guys see my screen? A high, a low, a high, higher low, right? Higher high, higher low. Okay, perfect, perfect. Higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. All right. A low. Now, let me leave it here for now. Now, we've seen that this is for the change of character. Now I'm trying to explain, right? We see that this region around here, this region that you see that the market broke like this. This region that the market broke like this is the change of character. So, but let me just take this out and just use this other one so we would understand it better. So this region here would be our change of character. This region, exactly. This region here will be our change of character. Now, reason because for any market, you need to see, I told you guys, to see the real direction of any market, you need to have two words. If you've been on my live session or if you've been listening to my teachings, you would understand, you'll be able to answer this question right now. Any market, to know that that market is still valid, like the trend is valid, you need to see two words. Two what and what exactly? Two what exactly? If you've always been on my live sessions or you've been listening to my teachings, you need to see two good, perfect, perfect, perfect. You need to see two highs and two lows. Perfect. That means my students are active. Okay, yeah, perfect, perfect. Higher high, higher lows. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So now, perfect, 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 perfect. I see you guys. Okay, let's go back to the teaching, yeah? So now we've had our highs at this point. Let's say we've had our higher highs here. Let's say the higher high, right? We've had our higher high here. We've had our higher low here, right? We've had our higher high here. Had our higher low. Had our higher high, right? And we've had our lower low here, our higher low. Now we've had our high as usual. We've had our higher high here. Now we're expecting to have another higher low. Mind you, it broke. Now it has broken it and it has changed character because this other low has been taken out. Now, this is a little bit dicey because it depends on the time frame you're using, but I'm just explaining this. I'm just explaining this on a regular time frame, right? I'm not trying to analyze anything. So it has broken it. Let's just say now price has broken this other low here. Automatically, it has given us a change of character. Now we get to see things like this now. We'll now see the market go back up here. It's going to find it a little bit difficult to break. So now what has the market created? A lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, right? This is a change of character because the market broke this previous low, created a high, failed to break this other one. I don't know if you get now and continue moving. That's for this. So now for the bull for the break of structure. Now the break of structure, this is what you would see. A break of structure. When the market created this, went up, came back down, up to 1, 2, came back down, 2. Now this point, right? I like to make my charts clean. Let's just say, okay. Now this point here, right? We'll call it our break of structure because low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, then a continuation, break of structure. This point has been broken, tested, those that trade break and retest, and continued, right? The difference between break of structure and change of character. Break of structure is the continuation. Change of character is the change in the market's direction. I don't know if this makes sense. I just felt the need to actually differentiate these two guys. I felt the need to. So we don't find ourselves making these mistakes regularly. So if anybody has questions, please feel free to throw questions. If you have questions, or did you understand this exactly? Okay, on how to trade break and retest. Okay, break and retest is not my strategy, but I'm going to show you guys what a break and retest is. So while we're waiting for more people to join, I'm really sorry. Like I said, my workers came to work and yeah, they came to properly install the Starlink. So came to install it properly and they're checking one or two things. They want to fix it in the house and they're already mounting it. They found a good place to mount it. So until then, so let's continue with what we're saying. About the whole what's the name? The topic I just treated, which is break of structure and change of character. About the change of character and break of structure. Did you guys understand? What do you have questions to ask about the whole change of character? Even if it's not about it. Even if it's not about it. But do you have questions? Any kind of questions at all? Any kind of questions at all? Any kind of questions at all? Okay, perfect. Okay, cool. So now, okay, somebody asked a question that I can't even remember. Somebody asked a question I can't really remember. About break and retest. Yeah. Okay. About break and retest. Fine. So I wish the person was on this live session, but I'll post the video, the person will watch it. So okay, break and retest. Yeah, now break and retest is not my strategy, right? It is not my strategy. But my strategy rather, you can trade anything. You can trade any market, you can trade any strategy. You can use it to trade any strategy actually with my strategy, right? So let me see if there's an opportunity or something we need to trade. Let's see if there's something we need to trade. Let me see. I'm looking for an example here. Okay. So now break and retest. This is what it looks like. Okay, let me give you a drawing first. Let's say in a downward trend, right? This is a high, a low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, right? It is perfect. Like it's fine now. I'm just reading your message in the chat box. So I'm going to bend this drawing first and answer your question. Then we continue. So your question says, is it permittable to adapt, right? I mean, I guess you meant adopt, but it's fine. To adopt someone's strategy. I wish to learn from your strategy, boss. Okay, fine. It is permittable, right? To if that person's strategy suits you, one. If now I always tell my mentees and I always tell people when I get a chance to speak to people that or to traders, I always tell them, let's stop the whole saga of whose strategy is king and whose strategy is not. We're here to make money, not strategy. Strategy is only one of the stepping stones that can show success. So now, it is not majorly the holy grail. It is important, but it is not the holy grail, right? Now, if that person's strategy works for you, stick to it. Now, strategy uh, uh, is is personal based. How would I put it? Is based on the individual. Is individual based rather. Individual based in the sense that I am somebody that likes to do this. I'm somebody that likes to do that. I'm somebody that likes to take massive risk. I'm just giving an example, right? And my strategy permits me to just, once I see a breakout like this, like this, like this, ASAP, I've jumped on the next trend like this and I'm stacking up my trade. So long it has not broken here. Now I'm putting my stop loss around here. I mean, I've entered around here, put my stop loss above this point, and I want to scatter the market. Like I started stacking, opening multiple positions. I'm aggressive, right? If that is my strategy, fine. So long it suits and it fits my personality, right? Now, somebody that is a conservative trader cannot start stacking up multiple trades just like an aggressive person. An aggressive person is even ready to even stack up more trades, even if the trade is getting to this point. Keep adding position. So long it has not broken it, it will keep adding position, right? Because that is their own pattern. But a conservative trader, even at this point, the person is already looking for gospel songs to use and deceive God. Sorry, I used that word, but he's looking for gospel songs or looking for songs to just use them. You see him turn to a fervent prayer or a fervent prayer warrior rather. Start singing different songs, start singing different hymns. You get all because it doesn't fit that person's personality. At this point, the person is already knocking better lot size, may fool well as an aggressive trader. Now you want to join me and now want to take trades like me. And you start crying. At this point, your mind is doing big. You're singing, I will never be the same. I've touched your grace. My life must change. And stop loss want to change your life and send you back to your village. Right? Stop loss want to send you already to your village. And now Guess what? The market on its own is on, as you're singing that song at this point, the market on its own is also telling you. Now it's playing with your psychology. Now I told you guys something earlier on. I said the market is here to feed your greed. Now, at this point, the market is already telling you, put all your money there. Put all your money. All those sportive bet people and traders, they'll be telling you, put all your money there. Put all your money there. As you're putting your money like this, your mind is doing big, 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 big. You now close at this point, and the market now moves, and you start shouting. You start shouting, right? So strategy is individual based, personality based. Actually, you see most signal providers, they call signals. Bah! You're in profit, you're crying, you're in loss. They are aggressive most times. Now, most of them are fake. I don't want to go too deep into it. Let it not be that I'm dragging somebody. I preach love and not hate. Now, you see, most times they are in profit, and most times most of you are in loss because their strategy doesn't fit your own. Now, even if most people, even at this point like this, they are ready to start throwing in trades. Even when the market gets to this point, they are still there. They are still adding more positions. Right? Everybody's strategy is just individual based. In fact, it's just you, it's your personality. Right? So I guess I've touched so much on the whole strategy and what kind of strategy to use and all those things, right? Whatever strategy works for you, so long it works for you, you've seen it has been tested, you've seen it fits into your personality, stick to it. At some point, when we started trading first, we said, let's go into ICT. As I tried ICT, I'll tell you something, I see things. When stop loss hits me, ICT stopped being ICT and I started seeing things. No jokes, right? Now, does it work for other people? Yes, it does. It works for a lot of people, right? But now it doesn't fit my personality. So that was why I started saying things instead of when others were trading ICT. I swear, at the point when they were doing ICT, they almost took me to that ICU. Truly, I just saw your comment. They almost took me to ICU, intensive care unit. It remains small. I get high blood pressure because the pressure was getting worse, right? So back to the whole break and retest thing. For those that trade it, it's not compulsory you use my strategy, right? Does my strategy work? Yes. From my strategy, can you trade other strategies? Yes, perfectly. But now, if it doesn't fit your personality, don't say you want to start doing a trade by edge strategy. No. If it doesn't fit your personality, don't jump on it. Do what works for you. I tell my mentees this a lot. I tell them this a lot. Do what works for you. I'm not here to just force you into it. No. So long you're making money, we're here to make money, not strategy, one dumbass strategy. Hell no. So break and retest, like I was saying, I guess I've answered those questions. Break and retest. Now, the market has broken, it has retested. Let's draw a trend line. Okay. Let's draw a trend line. So we're going to do it like this. All right. Now we've seen that, okay, you agree with me that this is a bearish market. So now, how do we trade break and retest? Now the market has been bearish, and it goes back up like this. It has broken this one. Remember what I told you guys about change of character and break of structure? Can you guys remember? If you can remember, I beg, help me and indicate it in the chat box. Let me be sure I'm carrying everybody along.
Yes, sir, we can remember.
Okay. So, okay, perfect. Perfect. Let me continue. So now, the market was giving us the break of structure, this one, continued, and boom. Now, it came back up to this point, and mind you, it came back down and continued. This market does not go in one direction. Meaning, in one direction, I mean is, it cannot start going only sell, 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 sell. Now, see what break of structure does. It must not touch this trend line. No, it's not compulsory, but majority of the time, it will. So, from a bearish sentiment into a bullish sentiment. Now, it broke this trend line. Those that used to use trend line, you hear a lot of people say trend line don't work. Don't listen to them. If it works for you, stick to it. Stick to it. Now, you see this trend line has been broken. 1, market came back down to retest it. 2, break of structure, break and retest. It broke. This is the break and retest. Now, most people use candlesticks to do their whole break and retest strategy, right? They use candlesticks, meaning on the 4 hours time frame, let me see whether the market is going to break. You now see something like what they call a momentum candle or a morabozu. Those that know what candlestick formations, candlestick patterns and all, right? Now you see a morabozu or most times an engulfing, a bullish engulfing. A bullish engulfing is just here's an example of a bullish engulfing. Let me just draw it out. Let's say this is a candle and this is the body of the candle, right? This is 1. Let's say this is, let me change it to, let me change it to this. This is the red candle. And now a bullish engulfing candle is this, like this, right? Bullish engulfing candle. So now, simple, what's a bullish engulfing candle? It is just the one that engulfed this or the previous, that covered it. Simple. Forget the whole big grammar that Oyibo you want to use and deceive us. Engulfing, it covered this one. This in pidgin, the current candle will be past the previous candle. This candle bigger than this one, engulfing, 2 of them together. It's a bullish engulfing, this one, right? So now in most cases, you see this kind of pattern form here after the market is going bearish. It must not be red and blue. Echo is active. I'm active. So it must not be red and blue, right? But then most times it can be green, or rather it must not be red and green. Most times it can be green and green, but an engulfing. Now it has given us a momentum, which is this break, giving us this break. It broke here, bah, right? Retest here. That's what you now hear some people who say he wants to feel either order flow or he wants to feel imbalance. All those things now talk. They're here for profit. Or here for profit, right? So it has given us that pattern and now want to, those that trade smart money, no, not smart money. Is it smart money or ICT, whatever? I don't confuse with all this strategy with the SHA. But it breaks and now fills up the imbalance, right? It's still the same thing. Break, retest, break, fill up imbalance. Still the same thing, right? After it has done that, it continues riding. That is one strategy, break and retest. You get? So if you're that kind of person that likes to trade this kind of thing, perfect. Perfect. I don't know if I've answered your question about break and retest. I don't know the person that asked that question, Shabo. Have I answered the question? Have I, have I answered your question? Okay, where is the perfect entry for? Where is the perfect entry to when trading break and retest? Okay, let me see. Perfect entry to trade break and retest. Now, anywhere around here, it must not touch the trend line. No, anywhere around here. But now, this is what I don't trade break and retest, but anywhere around here is perfect. It's good. For instance, let's say E broke, is coming back down to fill up this point, the order or the imbalance. You can put your stop loss back, I mean your entry here, right? And your stop loss below the previous, right? And you are chopping the good works of life. Yeah, more like it, more like on the support. Yes, perfect. More like you put your entry around the support. Yes. Now, this now brings us down to those that trade support and resistance. Now brings us back down to those that trade support and resistance. Now, the market has, now you don't just enter, immediately you see this kind of thing. No, you need to see the market trade retest, give another bullish leg so you can put your stop loss below the previous. I don't know if you're understanding me. Because if you put your stop loss around here and the market says, we want to continue, you are going to lose very well. Right? You just want to put your stop loss. You allow the market to form, completely form after it has retested, give a bullish sign to move. You look at your candlestick patterns, candlestick formations, and you put your stop loss below the previous. It's not bad. You catch your next move, right? You catch your next move. So for those that also trade support and resistance, now support and resistance. Okay. Yeah, the SL will not be tight. That's why I say I don't trade, what's the name? I don't trade break and retest, right? I trade my own strategy. And it works for me. It works for me. My strategy will make with my strategy, you can even have about 3 pips stop loss and you're good to go to catch like 90 pips. And you people will be asking, Echo, you the bath so? I give her the bath for give and premier cool. Any other soap, I no bath. So, but that was actually a very dark group. So, those are trade support and resistance. Let's say an uptrend, for instance. These are an uptrend used to be a. Or no need to use this one. Let me use this one instead. Let me use this one, right? Can I take this off? Can I take it off and use? Can I take this off and give another example before we end the live session and now give room for questions? Okay, so perfect. Okay, so for those that trade support and resistance, okay, also, you see how I'm giving you guys different strategies, like meaning all of them we are arriving at one junction. It will show us different things just to know how to spot out liquidity. Gaskia, so how to know how to support how to spot out liquidity. So this is resistance, this is support, right? So we're going from resistance to support, resistance to support, resistance, support. Now resistance, right? Now those people trading this kind of thing, let's just say, so we call this one now a flag pattern. Or a flag is even up, it's facing up, but no problem. So now at this point, see people trading support and resistance. At this point, they're like this. It's okay, it has gone from here to here. At this resistance, put your entry at the resistance, put your stop loss above the previous, and take profits after this other one. It's giving you a sweet 1:3. You won, Abi. And those also that want to trade this will say, okay, put it at the support, the previous. Those that want to trade this, now the previous is going to be around here. Now, mind you, you've known the direction of the market, yeah? So, and it has gone. Vice versa, just keep milking it like that. Support, resistance, support, resistance. Resistance, support, resistance. Okay. So, and just keep going like that. At this point now, you're putting, if you're to enter at this point, now let me take this one out and just, this is trading support and resistance. It actually works for some people. But me, I don't really like trading it because I want to have room to have bigger opportunities. So now you enter at this point, put your stop loss slightly above the previous. Okay, I should help you analyze Euro AUD. Okay, Euro AUD looks bearish. Last time I checked, yeah. But let me just get done. So vice versa, you put your stop loss above the previous high, right? So that's for those that trade support and resistance and break and retest. I guess I have answered two questions. I've answered all your questions and given you two examples and strategies that can actually, I feel it works, yeah. In as much as I don't use it, but it works. Trust me, it works. But I don't use them. So I should help you go and check Euro AUD. Trading by this time, I'll tell you, best to be sincere with you, is risky because the market now, liquidity is not in the market that much. So it might just be stalling. The market might just be stalling for a bit, right? Market might just be stalling for a bit. And before you know now, market will just leave you and you start crying, like just be going slow. Your emotions cannot handle it. And before you know, market has closed. Then by Monday now, you see big spread. One is around here. Let's say you see a spread as big as this. I trust most brokers. You see spread like this. You just be seeing it tick like this. To be going up, going down. Spread. So if you want to trade now, just trade carefully. For me, it's not because I've made profits. I'm not giving you, I'm not suggesting to you not to trade. No, but know when to jump out so you don't, unless your account can handle it. So okay, for me, yeah, Euro AUD, like I said, okay, is at this point I was bearish, right? Let me take it out. You guys can see that I said it's going to drop from here, and it did. Let me just take it out and okay. So it has already given us the bearish leg I was anticipating. So, and I don't know, the last time I checked, like I said, it was bearish and you can see it went down. So what am I seeing here? I'm seeing a continuation to the upside. I'll give you a simple thing. This weekly low has not been broken, meaning it is still bullish. It is still bullish. It is still bullish. It is still bullish. Right? Now, another reason is the market. I said when the market gives us two highs, two lows, two highs, two lows, it's that that leg is valid. So now at this point, now the market has, if you ask me, the market has already given us a break of structure. Now, see those that used to trade break and retest. Now, it broke. I'll need to analyze this thing quick so that I'll go and we've stayed here for like almost 2 hours or 1 hour plus. So break and retest, it broke and it has retested. That is going. Now it might still come back down again to retest and continue going. So this is what I'm saying. It is bullish. Break of structure, set, check. It's still moving. So most likely this market might do like this. This market might come back down to this region and continue moving to the upside. But overall, it's still bullish, right? It's still bullish. It's still bullish. So I should analyze gold. Gold is buying. Oh, I told you gold is buying. And I stated the reason why I said gold is buying. Because of what is happening around the world. People are using gold as safe haven to store their money and save their money. Nobody wants to lose money. So in times like this, we look for places to save our money that we don't lose. War, they can burn your money in the bank. What if they burn the bank? What if they do this? Well, if you save your money in gold, where will you burn it and all? You're saving your money there. Saving your money there. People are looking for places to save money. I told you guys about cryptocurrency also. If you check on the channel, you see I talked about cryptocurrency and gold as safe haven to save money. This is just why. So this period, you'll be seeing a lot of bullish leg in crypto. In as much as crypto is, they don't follow them. Village people just they follow crypto since different countries. You get, but gold is the one I see more potential buys than what's the name? Than crypto. But crypto, you still see bullish leg, expect it. So gold is bullish. Just take my word for it. Even if it wants to come back down, it might just come back down for a bit and continue, right? But gold is bullish. Gold is bullish. Last question, or the last question I'm seeing here, do I have a favorite pair? Not really, right? Not really, but I like pairs that are very fast and very volatile. Any pair I want to trade must either be liquid or volatile. Or if you give me the two, I go collect. Oh, I like pairs that move fast. So I like to trade gold because it's very fast, it's very volatile and it's liquid. I like to trade silver, but I hardly trade silver. I traded silver last in 2022. I like to trade GBP USD because it's very volatile. I like to trade Euro USD because it's very volatile. These are pairs that they are the major currencies. They are the major pairs, like major currency pairs. So I like to trade major currency pairs because of their volatility and their liquidity, right? So I can't say I pick this over this. But if I see opportunity to trade other pairs, trust me, I will jump on it depending on the session, e.g. AUD USD. I will just trade it Australian time and we're good. But me, I'm not saying I want to stick to this one. I'm not married to any pair. I'm not married to any buyers. If I see sell, I sell. Even if it's a bullish market, if I see opportunity to sell, I sell. If I see opportunity to buy, I buy. I'm not doing favoritism. So in regards to that, I guess I've answered you people's question. And I want to start by saying, you guys know me, I always want to give a shout out, yeah? So I want to start by giving a shout out to everybody that joined this live. I feel not pronounce your name well. I might not pronounce your name very well, but please, it is not from the angle of hate. It's from the angle of love. That's why I want to give shout outs to those I can give shout outs to. It might not be everybody, but doesn't mean I don't love you. I love you so much. So I want to start by saying, Dikash. I want to give a shout out to Dikash. Thanks for joining this live session. Favor Young, Noble, D-Bang, my SE brother, Sanko FX, to Alibaba. Yeah. I just want to give a big shout out to everybody that joined this live session. I don't take your efforts for granted, and I appreciate you guys for always tuning in anytime, any day. You know, the love is so massive and I can't even express it enough. But trust me, I don't take it for granted. And I want to say a very big thank you for always tuning in and for always being a part of this whole TradeByEdge and what I call it, our movement, because the whole goal and the dream for me is to build a community of profitable traders worldwide, not just Africa alone, not just Nigeria, not just worldwide. So, and it won't be possible without you guys' help, and I really appreciate it. Don't take it for granted, and by God's grace, we'll achieve our goal, and we'll have a lot of profitable traders amongst us. I will replicate myself into. So until then, I want to say a very big thank you and peace out, guys. I really love you guys. As you already know, Echo is active.